Good day and welcome to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Yesterday, we reached down deep inside to identify a time in our lives, probably a very painful time, when we ourselves may have experienced what I called yesterday the deep freeze of shame and self-judgment. How'd you fare? How'd it go? I know this is tough work, but as we signed off yesterday, I talked about this. I think, first of all, it's important that we acknowledge that as difficult, as challenging as this kind of self-reflection is, it's really key that we, first of all, diagnose the source of our suffering. Literally, if you think about it, our dis-ease, the things that make us uneasy, our disease. We have to diagnose it before we can begin to prescribe what might heal it. So we focused here at the beginning of this, our second year at the Vitality Project, on, first of all, assessing the problem as accurately as possible. So a little bit more today on that. Now, we've already established that to get unstuck in our lives, including from addictive behaviors of all kinds, we need to move beyond the paralysis, which, in my opinion, only ever accompanies shame and self-blame. We have to get beyond that freeze response in our brain. That freeze response is no friend to our forward progress. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think it's so difficult then for us to simply let go of our impulses, which are, I'm afraid, far too common, our impulses to blame and shame those who are addicted? We've talked about this. This is literally enslaved. That's the meaning of addiction. Why do we blame and shame those that are enslaved to a substance or possible behavior? Even worse, even if that person is ourselves, we still do it. Why do you think that is? A recent study indicated that 2/3 of us have a family member who is currently clinically addicted to substance. 2/3 of us. Even more alarming, however, is the next finding in that same study. 2/3 of us wouldn't dare talk to anybody about this addiction, which is within our families. We wouldn't dare talk about this addiction with anybody outside our family. So what's up with this? Why do you suppose this is? For today, let me ask you to review in your life anyone who you know currently struggles with addictive behaviors. It might be an addiction to alcohol or smoking or some other drug. Maybe it's a behavior instead, a behavior that only hurts them or you, but they can't seem to stop it. Or if they can stop it, they can't stay stopped. So for example, compulsive eating or gambling or sex or shopping, even the internet, they all count. How does it go for you and them in terms of getting help? How does it go for you and them, for that matter, even talking honestly about the addictive behavior? We'll be addressing the secrecy that is associated with this shame and how it is that we have to break open this secrecy in order to get down into shame and into the addiction, to be able to heal and to liberate us from enslavement. And so what we're doing right now is kind of zeroing in on how difficult it is even to acknowledge it. This would be our looking at the whole phenomenon of denial, how it's based in secrecy, how it's rooted in shame, and how we've got to go underneath it to get through this in order to get to freedom. So more to follow on that here at the Vitality Project. I appreciate you joining me today. Stay safe, be well, and come back and join me again soon.